Alright, we want to apologize. Our video was supposed to be out on Thursday. I edited the whole video and we lost it. We got deleted. I don't know what happened. It was something with my memory. I messed with it and I sent everything to Google Photos, or I don't know what I did. But we finally got it back and here it is now. You can watch it. Alright, we are back with another video. We're starting on the bed. I didn't figure it'd be too interesting to watch pull the bed bolts. It actually only has 4 bed bolts because I think what has happened is in the bed floor there's squares where the bolts sit at. Are you recording me?
Yeah?
Where the bolts sit at, and they've rounded out. Well, that happened to me with one of mine that I was pulling a while ago. I actually had to tack it to the floor to get it out. I got it out now, and if anybody remembers, this was one of our videos when we first started. Was I think we called it turned our daily into a fork truck, or a tow truck. If you're interested in that, go back through. It's probably the 4th or 5th video we've ever put out. But it works pretty good. See if I can raise the bed up, see if everything's pretty balanced, and then we're actually going to pull it out. And we're going to back it right behind where Briley's at. Put it back here. And then we're going to flip the truck around, back it in, start pulling dry shaft, dumping the gear oil, working on dumping the tranny. We've got all kinds of good stuff to go, but we're going to raise it up, see how good it'll go real quick. Alright, now we're going to make sure that our gas is free. I got it all free, and I did notice there's the pin. Gotta slide over there and get that. I'm going to have Chelsea pull forwards. That way I can kind of watch it and hold it. There you go. Pull forwards. Alright. Alright, we did notice that we have a front seal leak on our rear end. But we're going to get that put over there. Start taking the dry shaft out. I probably won't record much of that. Stuff like that. We'll get right back with you when we get more interesting stuff. Alright, so a little update on the truck. We forgot to record Friday night. Bailey came by and let me get you flipped around. Bailey came by and pulled the cover off, drained the fluid out. I can't remember. The dry shaft was the last recording, and we actually got the tranny out, which we pulled the cross member out, and its truck's been wrecked before. And when we pulled the cross member out, the bolts were hard to get out, and I don't know. So it may be fun to put that back in. But I was just giving you a little update. Tomorrow, I got to pick up parts for the pinion seal, and hopefully that's all put back together tomorrow. Start changing the U-joints out. And I need to pull the flywheel because I think I have a rear main seal leaking too. Every time I take something apart, I find something else I gotta fix. So, to finish out this video will probably be U-joints, pinion seal, putting fluid in it, putting the cover back on it. Might even go above and beyond and shoot the cover with a little bit of paint, I don't know. But, figured I'd give you a little update that we suck again. We forgot to record pulling the tranny. Would have probably been fairly entertaining, not in a learning how to work on something way on two guys messing up a lot. It was, I don't know, I haven't pulled a tranny out of an actual daily vehicle in probably, I don't know, a long time. Usually it's derby cars. 6 boats, 3 torque converter boats, the slider, shifter linkage, and 2 tranny lines slided out. This one, the dust cover, just a couple other things. Forgot about the plug at one point in time on the 700 R4, so it wasn't bad. We got it out, but I'm really hoping if we do have to change it, it's one that we can change in the truck and not have to pull the motor. I won't know if that'll be on this video. Depends how on the ball I get. We got a banquet tomorrow for my daughter for school, so between all the youngins, and we had a birthday party yesterday, so we pretty well didn't touch it. We've just been soaking up our mess. That was one of the things too. The drain pan got caught up in an extension and we flipped the whole drain pan with fluid, and I pretty well just needed to let it dry up, but it's getting dried up now, and we'll get back under it and get back on it. But I was just letting you know that we forgot to record this, and this is what we got done. And we'll get right on the pinion seal and U-joints tomorrow, or yeah, the pinion seal before we go to the banquet. Probably Wednesday will be the U-joint. Alright, so it cut me off. So whatever you didn't hear, Pinion tomorrow. Try to get some fluid in it before the banquet. Go to the banquet tomorrow. Wednesday, probably put the dry shaft or do the dry shaft, and then depending how far we get with that, might be the end of the video. Might not, because I need to get it out Thursday. But just thought I'd get on here and tell you that we forgot to record doing the transmission, and try to do better next time. And hopefully by the weekend which won't be this video, will be the next, we're starting to tear the motor down to carb swap it. We got like 4 weeks and it's sneaking up quick. Within the next week or two, our wheels will be done and we'll be getting tires on them soon. Get them on. I actually want to get the tranny in it and get it all back together and test drive it before we do the carb. That way I know everything's working the way that it should before I go on to the next thing. And then we'll probably flip it back around, pull it back in here, and pull the carb, pull the distributor, intake, all kinds of goodies. And now we'll probably be on to the next day. And it's the next day. First, we're going to change the pinion seal. When picked one up a while ago. Hopefully it's the right one. Should be, hopefully. But we're going to clean this up a little bit. That way we can take a paint marker and paint a strip. That way we can get it back close as possible to where it was. Paint a little mark on the threads. That way we got it in deep enough. But I'm going to do that real quick, clean it up, and then paint it, and then get right back with you. Well, paint marker put a pretty wide stripe on it, but got it marked. For this, let me make sure this fits. Yeah, the nut is there you go. 1.25 inches is the nut. I'm going to use an impact, and then I got a screwdriver, pop the seal out. I got a hammer to try to, because I don't know, this might be kind of stuck. Hopefully we can tap it off pretty easy. Then I got this. It's about the same exact size as that seal. So I'm hoping I can use this and tap on it. If not, I'll just use the rubber mallet, put it in. I have seal, I don't even know what you'd call them, but they're actually flat where you press the seal in. So with the pinion I won't be able to do that. But let me see if I can get it broke loose, tap around with a hammer, see if it'll come off very easy. Alright, that seal must really be wore out, because all I did was break the nut loose and I grabbed the yoke and it came right out. That never happens. But let me see the seal. Make sure we got the same one. Oh, I suck at recording. Looks really similar to me. Guess we'll pop it out and see if it'll work. I'll take I don't know if I can record and do this at the same time. No, I wasn't even recording there what I was doing anyways. Let me pop this seal out, see where we're at from there. Alright, so we got the seal out. Now, the other one, we'll just start it kind of square, make sure it's square, and then just try to peck it in. And I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, that's in. I guess some of the paint to help it seal kind of peeled off, and should be ready to put this back up on there. One thing I did forget to do, I don't know how important it is mark it where it was actually at. I want to say it was straight up and down. Yeah, I don't know how important that is. Probably got, I don't know, some people may not be important at all. It may mess with the balance, I don't know. But one way or another, we'll find out. Now I just put the nut on. Looks like we went a little past our mark. But I am going to, I don't actually know it now, I am going to look up the torque specs and go ahead and torque it. But that's pretty well changing the pinion seal. Pretty simple deal. We might not have did it wrong. We might have. I don't know. It's actually went pretty smooth, so it's probably wrong, but we'll figure it out in the long run. This will probably be the end of today because I got to get ready. We got a banquet tonight for my daughter, but tomorrow we'll probably pull the flywheel off, check our or no, I got ahead of myself. Tomorrow we're going to change the U-joints in the dry shaft, and then possibly pull the flywheel off, make sure we do have a one piece, and see what we got to do to change that out. But get right back here tomorrow. Alright, so we are back again, and I do not know if I should actually be recording because I highly doubt you can hear me from all the rain. Hopefully it'll let up here real quick. But today we are going to be working on changing the U-joint. Basically, this one actually looks factory maybe. When they're factory, they have a little plastic. Wow, I'm way up here. When they're factory, they have a little plastic pin. You can see it right there. And then they have a clip, a C-clip right here. You gotta actually heat that up and it'll work its way out. It'll be like a little snake on 4th of July or something. It'll work its way out, and then you gotta pop that off. But I didn't actually figure those would be in there, being it's an 87, but they are. I'll try to heat those up and work those out real quick. Hopefully the rain lets up, because I'd say it's probably hard to hear me. But let me try to heat those up, see if they'll work their way out. Alright, I can't seem to find my little torch. So, being it's raining, can't really hear. I might have to put this on hold and try to do it tomorrow. But either way, I'll be right back with you with a torch one way or another. Alright, so the rain calmed down a little bit. I'm still not having no luck. I'm actually going to try to just pop the clip off. It's this little clip right here. Most people probably already know this, but that clip, and there's one up there. I'm going to try to pop them off real quick and actually see how hard it is to get. Alright, well, the story's messed up again on my phone, but those are the clips we're looking for. I got them out. Now, this may be wrong. I don't know, this is how I do it. When it's open side like this, I just hit on these, try to knock them out, flip it over, knock the other side out, pull it out. But I do not know if it'll work with these little plastic clips on. I did a truck before. It was like an 89 OBS, and I could not do it without taking these clips out. So we'll try it and see. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to actually go get a little torch, but we'll try it real quick. And it actually worked. And there we are, we got it out. Now I just need to see if I can get it back together and make sure this other one's the right one. There's the new joint. It's greasable. Shit. Got the fittings. I got the grease fitting and the C-clips. Looks just about perfect. Pretty well, I just like I took it out. I just slide it in there and start a cap. I actually use a socket to put it back in. Probably shouldn't use my good sockets, but it is what it is. Want it in there deep enough to where it'll hold your needle bearings in. Perfect. That's not what you want to do. Exactly what I just said. Well, that sucks. The needle bearings actually fell out. Exactly what I said not to do by giving a little too much gap. I guess the little rubber bushing fell out. I got it hooked on it or something. So now we gotta take it back apart. Sucks. Might try to go ahead and put this end on. Alright, now it's secure. I can try to maybe knock that thing out. But you probably shouldn't do it this way because you're beating on your new U-joint, but I guess they make more.
Dinner stuff.
Alright.
Are you coming in?
Yep. well, this just completely fell apart. So now, probably not going to get back to you till tomorrow. The bearings fell out of the other end too. I don't know, might be best to start over. See if maybe we can salvage some of those. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put some of the, I'm gonna just put these caps back together. That'll be a long, painful deal, but oh, it turned sideways while I was beating. We didn't even get to see much of it anyways. Little needle bearings down in there. They're very important. And I've screwed them all up. Well, I'm gonna go eat dinner and I guess try to put these back together. Get back with you when I get that done or tomorrow. I don't know yet. Alright. So after eating, I was in a rush. I wanted to get done before supper, so I figured I'd just tap them in. But after eating, I guess on this one we'll use a little bit of common sense. So I'm just gonna press it in there as far as I can. And I'll do the same with this one. I'm just gonna take the C-clamp. Basically, right there, that little, oh, that ain't gonna focus. I really need to get something else to record with. Right there, that little groove, it'll fit right in there. But on that note, if anybody else watching this makes these videos, what do y'all use camera-wise? Because I'd really like to get something a little different than a phone. Never have enough memory. Plus my phone's cheap. I always put them in and just give them a little tap, make sure they sit up good. And I need to flip it around and put the other one the rest of the way in. Some of these dry shafts, they have like a, instead of having these for the inside, it's like something that'll loop around, almost be like a G, and then it'll come in the center, make a little shape in the center, and you pinch them, pop them out. but you'll knock the cap down. There'll be a groove around that outside here. Set that down in there, and that's what holds them in. This one's got the inner clip, some of them got the outer clip. Well, if one goes smooth, the other one is not. And that is how to knot, and the right way too. Got the little clip done in there. And then got her, where's it? Got the clip up here. We'll actually take, these clips go on here too. They go there, and then when you put your two U-joint bolts or clamps, or can't really think of the right wording for it right now. It's not the easiest thing to do with one hand. Oh, great. Oh, just not my day. Just not my day. This one should be easy. I'll be able to put this one back together. I don't know about the other one. I'm probably actually going to just order a new one and put some of the old caps on that one and have it for a spare at the power tour. These things suck to pick up. Yeah, it's just not my day with U-joints. But, alright, this is probably going to be the end of this video. I'll get that put back together. I don't want to bore you with doing the other end. It's pretty well the same way. Besides, you got another joint to work with. But, we will be getting right back with you on another video. We're pretty well going to try to put them out once a week, because the next is pull the flywheel, check all the rear main out. Alright, memory problems again. But on to the next week, we will be putting the transmission back in, buttoning up the rear end, the fluids, putting the U-joint or the dry shaft back in it. I need to check this tank out. In our earlier videos, we patched it and it's held great. But then when I pulled the bed, I smelt gas, and there was one day where I came out here and it looked like something weird was spilt on the floor. So I don't know if that tank weld gave or whatever that JB tank, whatever that stuff was called. But we'll be doing that. Transmission, all the rear main seal, hopefully the oil pressure sending unit, since it's up under there, putting the rear end back together, and we're just going to keep going. We got exactly 32 days. Well, I'll go ahead and count it as 31. It'll be the 9th tomorrow, so we have 31 days to get done. It still shouldn't be too horrible to do, knock on wood, but you also just see me try to put a U-joint in. Anything can happen. But we're gonna start getting on it hot and heavy. Be working overtime to try to extra money for this trip in case something breaks. And we get to go camping in a couple weeks, so whole lot of stuff to do, not enough time, not enough money. So you just got to make it. But I will get back with you on the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like, then like, subscribe, comment. Tell us if we ain't worth a shit. Tell us if we're any good. And you'll learn one way to do it. Wrong way, right way, impossible way. I don't know. Thanks for watching.